Alrighty, folks, we're 3-0 in our last three crowd pleaser teasers on my premium site. And the good news is I've got another crowd pleaser teaser going off here for you today. And if you sign up for that membership, you're going to get access to that package every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships during that time frame, absolutely free. They're going to be included with your membership. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick time out and welcome you to my Major League Baseball free pick video here today for Friday, September 27th, 2024. Happy Friday to you. The weekend's finally here. You made it. Congratulations. Of course, if you're joining me for the first time here today, my name is Brock Page. I've been dishing out free sports picks on YouTube since 2016. And if you want to see which one of these free plays on this video that I actually like the best, you may want to think about signing up for my full access, all-inclusive Gold Club package. Gold Club members get access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you also get access to my exclusive Gold Club video each and every day during that time frame. Absolutely free. It's included with your membership. And with that, we're going to jump into some free content. We're going to start off with the Reds at the Cubs, 2:20 Eastern first pitch. Chicago's minus $1.55 at home, total 7. Jameson Taillon for Chicago, Nick Martinez for Cincinnati. And the starter Martinez, 10-6 on the year with an ERA of 3.22. Now, the righty Martinez also has a stingy 1.05 whip. Of course, as a pitching staff, the Reds have been incredibly tough to hit against on the road this year, since he's allowing fewer hits per nine on the road than any other staff in the league. And they're facing a Cubbies team on the other side who actually averages fewer hits per nine at home than any other roster besides one. Give me Cincinnati plus 1.5. Under 7. Next game, little AL Central action. White Sox, Tigers, 6:40 p.m. East. Detroit's minus 165, total 7.5. Casey Mize for the Tigers, Garrett Crochet for the White Sox. And as good as Crochet's been on the bump this year, well, the Sox consistently chose not to win for him. He's just 6-12 on the year despite 203 strikeouts. No real surprise, the Sox are the lowest scoring team in the game. And they're going to face a red-hot Tiger team who won 9 out of their last 10 themselves. And in their last 10 gatherings with the White Sox, Detroit certainly pounded the baseball. They averaged nearly 10.4 hits a game during that time frame. Riley Green's got an on-base percentage of .350, club leader in RBI. And Colt Keith, he leads the clubhouse in hits. Now, total-wise, oddly enough, the Tigers' last 4 straight at Comerica Park stayed under the line. They also went 7-3 to the under in their last 10 at any location. Now, the Sox, on the other side, they saw 9 out of their last 10 stay under the total themselves. Give me Detroit, minus 165, under 7.5. Next game, Phillies Nationals, 6:45 East. Philadelphia's $1.70 on the road, totals 8. Ranger Suarez for Philadelphia, Trevor Williams for Washington. And as solid as Williams has been, well, the Nats have really kind of packed it in for the year. Losers of 9 out of their last 10, bottom 10 in hits. And they're facing a 12-win Ranger Suarez on the hill. ERA in the 3s, 1.16 whip. Of course, at the plate, the Phils have one of the best run-producing lineups in the league. They're in the top 5 in scoring. Kyle Schwarber leads the clubhouse in RBI and homers. Bryce Harper, most hits. Give me Philly, minus 170, over 8. Next game, some interleague action here. Pirates, Yankees, 7:05 East. New York's $1.85 at home, totals 8. Carlos Rodon for the Bombers, Jared Jones for Pittsburgh. And as good as Jones was earlier in the season, Well, not so much anymore. He's now 6-8 with an ERA in the fours. Of course, at the plate, the Bucks just haven't been good enough. They strike out a lot, and they're in the bottom 5 in runs per game while traveling. And they have to face a 16-win Carlos Rodon for the Yankees. 190 strikeouts, ERA in the threes. But even if Rodon blows chunks, the Pinstripers are a top 3 run-scoring team. Aaron Judge hits .325 with 144 RBI. League leader in most offensive statistics, including home runs. Of course, Juan Soto, he's been walked 126 times and has an OPS of .990. Now, total-wise, 5 out of Pittsburgh's last 7 road games stayed under the total. They're also 70% to the under in their last 10 at any location. Give me the Yankees -1.5, under 8. Next game, Marlins Blue Jays, 7:07 Eastern first pitch. Toronto's the $2 favorite, totals 8 runs. Jose Barrios for the Jays, Adam Oller for Miami. And even though Oller hasn't been great, the Fish have done a nice job cashing in on the run line recently. They covered in 3 out of their last 4 road games. They also have a winning record against the number in their interleague road games. And they're facing a Toronto squad who failed to cover in 3 out of their last 4 at home. And a lot of their issues this year, it's been on the mound. The Jays are in the bottom 10 in runs allowed on their own diamond. And I'll tell you what, despite some good stuff out of Jose Barrios, the Jays as a team lost 7 out of their last 9 ball games. Now, 3 out of Toronto's last 4 at home did stay under the total. They're also 8-2 to the under in their last 10 at any location. Give me the Marlins +1.5, under 8. Next game, Astros Guardians, 7:10 Eastern first pitch. Cleveland's -1.25, totals 8. Joey Cantillo for the Guardians, Ronel Blanco for Houston. And as good as Blanco's been, well, the Astros lost 3 out of their last 4 games. And they're facing a Cleveland squad who won 7 out of their last 10 themselves. 50-28 at Progressive Field. And a lot of that success at home is thanks to the Bats. Cleveland's the top 10 run-scoring team at home. Jose Ramirez, he's a big RBI guy, club leader in homers and hits. And Steven Kwan's got an on-base percentage of .365. Give me Cleveland -1.25, over 8. Next matchup, Rays, Red Sox, 7:10 Eastern start. Boston's $1.45, totals 8. Nick Pivetta for Boston, Taj Bradley for Tampa Bay. And Bradley struck out 147 batters in 132 innings. Of course, as a staff, the Rays are allowing just 7.9 hits a game. And they're facing a Boston club who plays their worst baseball at Fenway. They've got a losing record in front of their own fans, and they're actually in the bottom 5 in runs allowed at home. Starting pitcher Nick Pivetta, he's been no exception to that. The righty 6-11 with an ERA in the 4s. When it comes to the total, oddly enough, Boston saw 6 out of their last 10 stay under the line. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay went 9-1 to the under in their last 10. Give me the Rays +1.5, under 8. Next matchup, Royals Braves, 7:20 p.m. East. Atlanta's -1.90, totals 8.5. Max Fried for Atlanta, Brady Singer for Kansas City. And Singer's got 165 strikeouts on the year, ERA in the 3s. And the Royals have certainly been tough to hit against when they travel. They're allowing fewer runs a game on the road than any other staff besides one. And they're facing an Atlanta club who definitely does not like to hit at Truist Park. They're averaging nearly double-digit strikeouts a game, and no real surprise here. They are a bottom 5 run-scoring team in their own stadium. Give me KC +1.5, under 7.5. Next matchup, O's Twins, 8:10 p.m. East. Minnesota's $1.65 at home, totals 8.5. Pablo Lopez for Minnesota, Cade Povich for Baltimore. And Povich is just 2-9 with an ERA of 5.59. And out of his last 10 starts, the O's took the loss in all of those games except for one. They're facing a Minnesota club who hits the ball well at home. They average nearly double-digit hits a night at Target Field. And no real surprise here, folks. The Twins are in the top 5 in home scoring. Carlos Correa hits .313 with an OPS in the 900s. Byron Buxton's got an on-base percentage of .333. Wins above replacement average of 3.5. Give me Minnesota minus 165 over 8.5. Next game, Dodgers Rockies 8-10 East. The Dodgers are $1.85 on the road. Totals 11.5. Tony Gonsolin making his season debut for Los Angeles. Cal Quantrill for Colorado. And Quanti's got double-digit losses on the year. ERA close to 5. And this Colorado pitching staff, they've been pitiful all season long. They've allowed more runs a game than any other staff in baseball. They're facing a Dodger club who scores more runs a game than any other club besides Arizona. Shohei Ohtani has 53 homers, 126 RBI. Mookie Betts has an on-base percentage of .376, WAR of 4.8. Give me the Dodgers minus 1.5 over 11.5. Next game, Mets Brewers 8-10 Eastern start. The Mets are minus $1.25 away from Flushing, Queens. Total 7.5. Sean Manaea for New York. Frankie Montas for Milwaukee. And Montas has just 3 wins on the year. ERA of 4.56. Of course, at the plate, the Brewers have struggled a bit at home. They're in the bottom 10 in the league in hits per game at home. And they're facing a 12-5 Sean Manaea. ERA of 3.29, 1.06 whip. The lefties also punched out 183 batters. Of course, at the plate, the Mets are a top 5 run-scoring team in the National League. Francisco Lindor has got the most hits in the clubhouse. Pete Alonso with the most homers and RBI. Give me the Mets minus $1.25 over 7.5. Next game, Rangers Angels 9:38 East. Texas is $1.65. Total 7.5. Jake DeGrom for Texas. Reed Detmers for Los Angeles. And as tumultuous as Detmers' starts have been this year, strikeouts, they're up for the lefty. He's punched out 97 batters, 82-plus innings. And out of the Angels' last 10 meetings with the Rangers, they've definitely pitched well against him. They've held Texas to just 7.6 hits a game during that time frame. So if you're into historical trends, you certainly want to think about that one there. And, we could see more of the same here today. Texas is a bottom 10 run-producing team. Give me the Angels plus 1.5, under 7.5. Next game, Padres D-backs, 9:40 p.m. East. Arizona's minus $1.30, totals 9. Merrill Kelly for Arizona, Yu Darvish for San Diego. And even though Darvish has been pretty good this year, these Padres pitchers, they've struggled a bit against Arizona. They've allowed 5.4 runs a game in their last 10 head-to-head meetings. And that's not overly shocking. The D-backs currently lead the majors in runs per game. It's been that way for quite some time this year. Ketel Marte leads the clubhouse in homers and hits. Eugenio Suarez has the most RBI. Give me Arizona minus 130 over 9. Next contest, A's Mariners 10:10 Eastern first pitch. Seattle's $1.75, total 7.5. Luis Castillo possible for Seattle. J.P. Sears for Oakland. And Sears has 11 wins on this season, 1.23 whip. He's taking on a Seattle lineup who's struggled all season long. They've struck out more times a game than any other roster. They also have a league worst, they average a league worst 6.7 hits a game at home. Give me Oakland plus 1.5, under 7.5. Next and final matchup, Cardinals-Giants, 10:15 East. San Francisco, 135, total 7.5. Landon Rupp for the Giants. Miles Michaelis for St. Louis. And even though Michaelis has definitely had his problems, he's just one win shy of double digits for the season. Decent 1.27 whip. Of course, as a team, the Redbirds got the W in 7 out of their last 10 games. They're facing a Giants club who's got a losing record against the run line at home. Give me the Cardinals plus 1.5 over 7.5. And with that, folks, we're going to dive into our quick pick recap. Cincinnati plus 1.5 under 7. Tigers minus 165 under 7.5. I'm 3-0. My last 3 crowd pleaser teasers on my premium site. Philadelphia minus 170 over 8. Yankees minus 1.5 under 8 runs. Marlins plus 1.5 under 8. Cleveland minus $1.25 over 8 runs. Tampa Bay plus 1.5 under 8. Royals plus 1.5 under 7.5. Minnesota minus 165 over 8.5. Dodgers minus 1.5 over 11.5 runs. New York Mets minus $1.25 over 7.5. Angels plus 1.5 under 7.5 runs. Diamondbacks minus 130 over 9. Oakland plus 1.5 under 7.5. And give me the Cardinals plus 1.5 over 7.5 runs. And with that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium page. Now, if you do end up getting a membership here today on patreon.com/BrockPage, just a friendly reminder, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. As an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships during that time frame, absolutely free. They're going to be included with your membership. That's why I always tell folks, that Gold Club package, it's a full access, all-inclusive membership. Gives you access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you also get access to my exclusive Gold Club video each and every day during that time frame, absolutely free. It's included with your membership. But most importantly, folks, gotta thank you for joining me right here on the free video. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, folks, happy Friday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium site at patreon.com/BrockPage.